Hey, so over the weekend while we was doing our thing back in Little Rhodey, the Detroit Lions have fired their head coach Matt Patricia and general manager Bob Quinn. Both were fired on Saturday following their loss to the Texans on Thanksgiving in Detroit. Patricia has been the head coach of the Lions since 2018, and his record in his tenure was 13-29-1. And Quinn has been the general manager of the Lions since 2016, and his record in his tenure was 31-43-1. Two straight seasons under 500, which is not good. Third season where a team is under 500 midway through the season. And now the Lions offensive coordinator, Darrell Bevell, will be the team's interim head coach. This was written by Michael Roston on ESPN. And this is the statement from the Lions owner, Sheila Ford. She said it was a hard decision because they are both terrific people and work very hard and tirelessly for this organization. It just clearly wasn't working. It was what we had hoped for when we hired them, and so I don't know if there was an exact moment. It was something that we've been thinking about for several weeks and going back and forth and deciding. To think that this was in this, to think that this was in the talks for a while now, it goes to show, honestly, that they were willing to make the right move. Because this is something that I was talking to you about on Friday, Mario, when we were talking about the Thanksgiving game when the Lions lost. I told you that Matt Patricia needed to be fired, and so a day later he got fired. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Mario, the Lions just made the right move. Matt Patricia was holding this team back, like I was telling you on Friday. That's just what ultimately happened, and as a result, both of them lose their job, and they made a right decision.
Yeah, I'll give them an exact moment where I think it was time to fire. When you lost to, I'm going to say Carolina.
Yeah.
When you lost to Carolina, the reason why I say that is because before that, you guys were kind of close. Detroit was getting close. They could have surpassed the Vikings. They were getting close. And I remember they played Carolina, right? And this was a game where I thought Detroit was going to win it. They were going to kind of go on some type of little run, and they would have had a chance to make the playoffs. I think if they beat Carolina, right, I think that Matt Patricia could have kept his job longer than what he did. But they lose 20-0 to Carolina. Am I correct? 20-0?
20-0, yep.
20-0. They lose 20-0 to Carolina. Okay. Now you're on the edge. So you were right on the island, but now you're on the edge of the island, right? And one little mistake could push you right off the island into the water. So what happens? Well, you play the Texans next. And you end up losing to the Texans.
By a blowout.
Exactly. So not even that. So a loss would have put you off that island. Now, just a blow off like that, now you're already in deep waters. So because of that, that's the reason why Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia got fired. I think the combination of Carolina and Houston and the Houston Texans beating them pushed them off that island. And it's not because Carolina is like a bad team, or it's not because Houston's a bad team. They're not the best teams, but that's not the reason why. It's because they had a chance to make a run. They had a chance to make a run. If they won those two games, they would have been above Minnesota. They would have been above them. They would have been the first seed in the hunt. But they didn't. They lost those two games. And because they lost those two games, NFL, when there's opportunity, you need to take it. NFL is a game of skill and luck. It takes skill to win a game, but it also takes luck to get to some places that you want to be in. And so with that being said, when you just don't play like you're supposed to play, that's when everything starts to fall. When you don't capitalize on your opportunities, that's when things start to fall. For instance, Vikings start off 1-5. They won their last 4 out of 5. That's opportunity right there, you know? Dallas, they lose to Dallas. That's a blown opportunity, but they got other opportunities and they won. I'm trying to think. Houston looks like they're starting to get some opportunity. You know, they're starting to look like they're starting to pile up some wins. New England looks like they're starting to gain some momentum. They're looking like they're about to gain some opportunities. So it's all about capitalizing on your opportunities. And that's something that Matt Patricia wasn't able to do. It's something Bob Quinn wasn't able to do for the longest time.
Absolutely, man. And obviously, I wish everybody the best of luck, even though they lost their jobs. There's rumors that the Patriots might pick up Matt Patricia, because remember, Matt Patricia was the defensive coordinator for the Patriots before he got hired as the head coach of the Detroit Lions. He won them a couple of Super Bowls, but I don't know about them. Did he win them a couple? Was it 1 or 2?
He's helped them win a couple, but I can definitely see that happening, because they did it with Josh McDaniels when he had his run as the head coach. They did it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I could definitely see that happening with Matt Patricia. So, I mean, best of luck to him and Bob Quinn. I don't know what Bob Quinn's future endeavors are, but best of luck to both of them.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say.
Yeah, that's really all I can say too. So best of luck to them. Best of luck to the Detroit Lions. Moving forward. Wish them all the best of luck.